The Diary of a Certified Psychopath. 7th of December, 2021. No rest for the winded. In terms of motivation, this week is a slow burner, and there certainly was no abundance of ardent desire for what was my first non-recuperative dose of reality since winter took its stinging hold upon the Sussex coast 7 short days ago. If nothing else, this innocuous middle-distance loop, as familiar as any both to myself and legions of local peddlers, proved that a bike with gravel running through its mossy green carbon veins can still occasionally fly over tarmac when all its otherwise enraptured rider desires is to return home for hot tea and a hearty breakfast. Mother Nature's decor, now a desiccated study of deep gold, rich brown, and rusty orange, awaiting a final powdery coat of pearly white, as sheep continue contentedly to graze, requiring no thermal insulation beyond their profuse, home-grown onesies, no doubt far toastier than the fabricated synergy of wind-blocking, moisture-wicking layers I had squandered almost half an hour concocting prior to setting off, and to sub-zero avail. To the intrepid jogger who flinched as I crawled east off Devil's Dyke and may chance to read this, please accept my apologies. It was the wind I was yelling at. A stubborn aid throughout my journey north, but the most savage of foes as I ascended Lucifer's satanically steep sister Saddlescombe, effectively doubling the gradient and compounding my incensed discomfort. A practical washout forecast until tomorrow, so worth the effort for some outdoor insurance. 8th of December. Back to recovery. Heads I win, tails you lose, were the rules by which a monstrous mouth of the South played its deceitful game throughout yesterday's savage dose of deep winter, which only succeeded in strengthening my resolve to make all real-life rides recuperative and practical by nature, until conditions have significantly relented. But how best to guarantee maximum effect with minimum effort against such a willful and omnipotent adversary? By thinking outside the box, but inside the loop, and armed with a handful more dark degrees, deserted roads, together with a strategy that is best summed up by the phrase, tails up, heads down, it didn't take me too long to extract a modest measure of revenge. Sometimes the subtlest slopes are of momentous assistance. 9th of December. Nano pleasures. Would rather hear the silence than hate the noise, and feel the cold than fear the traffic. An ancient mantra that it took me at least 2/3 of this ride to recall, and worth recycling to promote a degree of positive thinking whilst chipping away at life's pilgrimage in reflective solitude. On just another British winter's night. Though a palpable chill hovered in the air and was aggravated by the south coast's most prevalent wind, I took a gamble on the gloves with one small hole in their right index finger, which allowed me to operate my smartphone's impractically critical touch-sensitive screen without having to embark on the tedious process of holding phone in left hand whilst removing right glove with a combination of left armpit and teeth. Then, attempting to secure right glove under left armpit while using left hand and now increasingly freezing right hand to take desired photo. Then, placing phone back in middle pocket before bending down to retrieve and re-equip fallen to ground right glove. Celestial glow secluded beneath blankets of grey cloud, barely visible against their dark backdrop, but a growing cornucopia of Christmas luminaries to complement the myriad lamplight. 10th of December. Another night, 1,000 lights. Daily duties to reality faithfully, if furtively, fulfilled, because only a fool or a masochist would forfeit the luxury of synchronizing their ride with a wicked west wind's nocturnal state of limbo. I suppose even Mother Nature's elemental forces need their time to recuperate. Can't emphasize how much closer this outing felt to my perception of real-life recovery than its preceding traffic-laden trundle about town. But if anyone knows a way to differentiate between virtual and actual activities on Strava, Now that all miles are considered equal, please inform me. Or is Excel and a calculator really my only option? 11th of December. Top up and stock up. Another timely dose of recuperative reality, and after weeks' worth of relentless lashing at the frigid fists of a wild, wild west, this plain-clothed, windless potter almost felt like cheating. 5 Live film review for company, with Steven Spielberg wind-bagging on about West Side Story. What a cultural coincidence. Festive fluorescence. Be mindful, Neokio, for little Shoreham may outshine thee. 7 scorching degrees, a balmy southwesterly, and a gap in the drizzle Mystic Met failed to foresee. I'll take another 17 for the savings account.